when unsubstantiated, decades-old allegations of sexual misconduct first arose against Alabama Senate candidate Roy Moore, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell echoed Democrats in immediately demanding Moore withdraw from the race. "I think he should step aside," McConnell stated during a press conference when asked about Moore just days after the accusations hit, according to The Hill. "I believe the woman," he added at the time. Many other establishment Republicans followed McConnell's lead and joined in the chorus of voices adamantly demanding Moore drop out of the race, but the former judge defied those demands, denied the allegations against him and continued to press forward with his campaign. Fast forward nearly a month, recent polls show Alabama voters don't fully accept the allegations against Moore, and will likely vote him into the Senate on December 12. Trending, Hillary has most tone-deaf moment ever, Laura's fall was karma for mistreating me. Now, it seems the Senate leader may finally have read the writing on the wall and realize that the smear campaign waged against Moore has been largely unsuccessful. During an appearance Sunday on ABC News This Week with host George Stephanopoulos, McConnell was asked once again about the allegations against Moore and whether he should be allowed to serve in the Senate. This time, the Senate leader didn't call for Moore to step aside and cede the race to his Democratic opponent, Doug Jones. Instead, McConnell stated, "I'm going to let the people of Alabama make the call." Not satisfied with that answer, Stephanopoulos pressed the issue and asked if McConnell would take any sort of action against Moore if elected, such as refusing to seat him or referring him for an ethics investigation. McConnell indicated he leaned toward the second option of an ethics investigation, as he replied, "The Ethics Committee will have to consider the matters that have been litigated in the campaign should that particular candidate win. The Ethics Committee will handle this in the regular ordered way that we do this in the Senate. And I'm confident they'll come up with the right conclusion," McConnell added. Unsurprisingly, the leftist host attempted to shift the conversation from the unproven allegations against Moore to the equally unproven allegations of sexual impropriety against President Donald Trump, dated back prior to the 2016 election, but the career politician deftly sidestepped that media trap. Asked if he believed Trump's accusers and whether their accusations merited investigation, McConnell replied, "Well, my job is to be the majority leader of the Senate. And we have jurisdiction over these matters when there is a senator accused of wrongdoing. So, we will handle it in the Senate when it comes to senators' alleged behavior." Related, Doug Jones out of options, resorts to literally threatening Moore voters. McConnell has been quite clear over the past several months that he is no fan of Judge Moore. Nevertheless, Breitbart found the Senate leader's decision to walk back his repeated demands that Moore step aside indicative of that fact that the hit job against Moore failed in its goal of driving him out of the race. McConnell's acquiescence to the will of the voters of Alabama also revealed that he has received the not-so-subtle message from the base of the party that the people have grown tired of the shady games played by the likes of establishment politicians like McConnell and his swamp of cronies, and could very well demand they step aside, via primary challenges, in the early part of 2018. In reality, McConnell has actually done little more than adopt the common-sense position he should have held in the first place: it is up to Alabama voters, and nobody else, who should be designated to decide who will represent them in the Senate. That decision will be rendered on December 12, and politicians like McConnell, not to mention leftist media pundits, should refrain from attempting to interfere in the decision-making process of those voters, whether they like the choice they make or not. Please share this story on Facebook and Twitter so everyone can see how Mitch McConnell has softened his hardline stance against Roy Moore. What do you think of McConnell walking back his once strident demand that Moore step down from the Senate race? Scroll down to comment below.